I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts 2:21. And through signs, and symbols, the Lord has prepared us for the end that is soon about to come.
And then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the sky, and then all the tribes of the earth will mourn. And they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of the sky with power and great glory. Matthew 24:30. The prophecy is given to us through signs. For signs is derived from the Greek word semeions, which means miracles. And the sign of the first covenant between God and mankind was a miracle. For a sign was given to mankind by the sun in the clouds, and the last miracle is when the sun shall return on clouds. For as the Father said after the flood, "This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you, for all successive generations. I set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a sign of a covenant between me and the earth." Genesis 9:12-13. What is a cloud? Cloud is derived from the Hebrew word anan, which means water that symbolizes a promise. For the cloud was first given as a symbol of the Father's promise not to destroy man with water again. As he said, "It shall come about when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow will be seen in the cloud, and I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And never again shall the water become a flood to destroy all flesh." Genesis 9:14-15. What are the components of a cloud? A cloud is a visible body of water that is suspended in the air. For the cloud symbolizes the Father who is water and the Spirit who is air. And on that day, when the Son returns on clouds, his promise shall be complete. "Look, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him, and all people on earth will mourn because of him." Revelation 1:7. For the witness of the Trinity shall be complete when the Son returns with the Father and the Spirit in the cloud. And it was foretold by the prophets of old that the Son would come on clouds. "I kept looking in the night visions, and behold, like the clouds of heaven, one like a Son of Man was coming." Daniel 7:13-14. And the Son of Man would come to the earth in order to save us. And the Father's voice would come out of the clouds, saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." Matthew 17:5. And when the Son, after his death and resurrection, ascended into the clouds, the angels promised that he would return in the same way that he had risen. And after he said these things, he was lifted up while they were looking on, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And as they were gazing intently into the sky while he was going, behold, two men in white clothing stood beside them. They also said, "Men of Galilee, why do you stand looking to the sky? This Jesus who has been taken up from you into heaven will come in just the same way as you have watched him go into heaven. Acts 1:9. And the Son will come back for his prophets, martyrs, and saints. For clouds is derived from the Greek word nephos, which means a great multitude or company. And on that day shall be a great company, who shall be caught up with the Son in the clouds. For the Son himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive and remain will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so we shall always be with the Lord. 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17. So make haste and recognize the signs in the clouds. For when the sun returns in the cloud is when the harvesting begins. Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and sitting on the cloud was one like a son of man, having a golden crown on his head, and a sharp sickle in his hand. And another angel came out of the temple, crying out with a loud voice to him who sat on the cloud, Put in your sickle and reap, for the hour to reap has come, because the harvest of the earth is ripe. Then he who sat on the cloud swung his sickle over the earth, and the earth was reaped. Revelation 14:14-16.